Good morning, my YouTube family. I am so glad to be here with you. Today I am actually recording in Lake Chapala, Ajijic area. I've never been here before. As you can see behind me, the view is crazy. There's Lake Chapala right here. I'm up on my rooftop garden for my Airbnb. You can see the mountains are right behind me. And I'm mentioning that too because if at some point I sound a little bit breathless, it's because I just got here and I have not adjusted yet to this high elevation. I am up over 5,000 feet, and sometimes your body has to adjust if you're sensitive to elevation like I am. So, excuse me if I seem like I'm sucking wind at certain points. I'll try not to. But anyway, I wanted to get on and talk to you about something that is killing your dreams. It's killing your dreams, it's killing your goals, and you may not even be aware of it. Let's get some more light here. Did you know that a lot of the reason that you aren't doing what you want to be doing is because of people pleasing? I did a session with someone yesterday. She called me because she had an appointment later on, but then she decided to see if we could work together sooner because she wasn't feeling good. She was actually quite sick to her stomach. She had had some diarrhea. She had had some vomiting, and she thought maybe if I did some work on her, her symptoms would soften. So I was able to get her in, and guess what made her so sick? People pleasing. Let me explain. She went to school to be in the medical profession. I can't remember exactly which part of the medical world she wanted to be a part of. But the reason that she has hired me is because she's had so many health problems. And this is a girl of only like 23. So obviously she should be thriving, she should be bouncy, she should be healthy and energetic. And the bottom line is she's not. So somebody told her about me, and I've been working with her for some months now. Well, she has come to learn that when we work together, it's very effective. So when she got sick to her stomach, we moved her appointment sooner. When I did some testing to find out what's wrong with her, we were both just blown away that just certain attitudes and comments of other people have killed her dreams and made her sick to her stomach. Literally, she could not digest the negativity. Listen to my words. She could not stomach nor digest the negativity. Here's an example of what that looks like. I know that I went to school to become a medical whatever, but ever since I've been sick and I've seen the approach of westernized traditional medical practices and how I just keep getting worse, I no longer want anything to do with that. So yes, I have my degree, but I'm actually only going to do now what is my passion and what I truly love, which guess what that is? Couldn't be more different than the medical profession. It is being a baker. So once we did some testing to find out where she should be focusing her career, and we found out that she should be, in order to be happy and living her passion, that she needs to open up her own micro bakery. So once I started giving her some different ideas, by the way, one of the things I love when I'm working with clients is helping them live and work their passion. I get to do it. I feel that everybody should be doing it because when we're not and we're going to a job 8 hours a day that we hate or even more, it is soul sucking. It makes you sick and it shortens your life. It literally shortens your life. So keep that in mind. If you are not doing what you want to be doing and you want to know how to get there and it seems like it's just completely out of reach, impossible, please call me. Send me a message at woosahcoaching.com and I will get back to you. Now, back to the story. So she decides, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna start my micro bakery for gluten-free, dairy-free, organic, healthier options for baked goods. Well, little did I know that once we started kind of shaping and forming the idea, that she was gonna go for it the same week. By the next session when we worked together doing her one-on-one coaching, I think it was only a week later, she had already started. She had already started baking up samples, doing deliveries, taking orders, delivering orders. I couldn't believe it. We tested her energy levels after giving up the thought of going into the medical world and going into what she was passionate about. And she was doing so much better in 7 days' time that it wasn't even funny. But the problem was people started criticizing her. Isn't that what they do? I'll never forget the time I had told a woman that I was going to write my first book. I was going to publish my first book. Her comment to me, it left a mark. She said, "What qualifies you to think that you could write anything?" And I thought to myself, that is so rude. And it really did bother me. Why I let it bother me? Childhood trauma, stuff that I heard all my life that made me think that maybe I was less than when it came to just intellect. Even at times thinking that I might be delayed somehow. It took me, I don't know. I think I was definitely over 30 before I figured out that I wasn't a dummy. But anyway, yeah, that comment really kind of got stuck on me, and I had to do some work to work through that. But this girl, she was so affected by the words of the people that we need their support the most that she just kind of got sick. And I don't mean kind of, like I said, it was vomiting, there was diarrhea. She could not digest all that negativity. She needed support. She needed her cheerleaders. She needed her friends and family to get behind her and say, "You got this. I got you. I'll tell all my friends. What's the name of your business? How can we support you?" And that's not what she got. Do you know how many people are walking around this earth right now not doing what they want to be doing? They have gifts. They have talents. They might even be a specialist, but they don't want to tell anybody because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the, "Who do you think you are? You're getting too big for your britches." Those kind of comments are really kind of hurtful. And depending on what people have been through and maybe their own self-confidence issues or self-esteem or self-worth issues, it could really stop the dream, kill it before it even had a chance to live and take off. One thing that you can do out the gate, stop telling people your dreams and goals. Because there are so many haters, there are so many Debbie Downers, Chicken Littles, whatever, dream killers. We don't want to talk to people about our baby dreams that haven't even gotten that real life. Tell them after you're done. Tell them after you've already been a success. You know, I heard that the idea of me writing a book was, I'm not even going to use the word that was said to me about how stupid it was, but I've now published 2. And I don't think I'm done. Why? Because what qualifies me to write is that I have something to share. And it's that simple. If you have something to share, you should be writing too. If you have something that you're good at, then that's what you should be doing. If you have a gift, then share it with the world. There's only one of me and there's only one of you. And that just in itself is just so, it's just outstanding. It's just crazy how much we shut ourselves down, thinking we have nothing to offer to this world. This girl, my client, made herself sick trying to please people who have nothing to do with her life. I mean, this is her life. She gets to do what makes her happy. Baking gluten-free banana bread, who's that gonna hurt? She should bake gluten-free bread if that's what she wants to do. What is she hurting? Who is she hurting? How does me writing books on making yourself feel younger or look younger or be healthier or be more vibrant longer, how does that hurt anybody? It's nobody else's business. So guys, just think about what it is that you want to be doing that you're not doing, or things that you wish you were doing that you just never done it because you just, I don't know, you cared too much about what other people are going to think. You didn't want to deal with the negative comments. You didn't want to see the looks on people's faces. You don't want to hear the disappointment or maybe people making snarky remarks. Promise you, been there, done that. If I was still living my life, worried about what somebody's going to say, woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever, I wouldn't be doing nothing. And I wouldn't be helping people the way that I am. And I tell you, it brings me so much joy to be able to help heal people's nervous systems with the work that has helped me. If I didn't have that work done for myself, I don't think I'd be here. I'm fairly certain I wouldn't be here with all the trauma that I've been able to overcome. But it's because I had so much trauma healing work done over the decades. And I've also had just so much support. And I've just always worked to unpack old trauma wounds, adverse childhood events and experiences. I don't let that live inside. I continue to unpack it, heal it, and just even soften things that have wounded my nervous system. Because I can tell you right now, if your nervous system is messed up, everything else is going to be messed up because it is in charge of so many other areas of our health. Even with like the hormone changes, going through midlife things, you can't do that successfully with a messed up nervous system, because you can't have your hormones balanced if your nervous system is shipwrecked. You need both to be healthy. You need a healthy nervous system, and that's something that I specialize in. So if you want to know more about that, please also send me a message at woosacoaching.com, because everybody gets a free consultation or discovery call with me to see if you'd be interested in working with me. But yeah, I just couldn't believe all of those negative emotions that were trapped in this poor girl's stomach, that we needed to work on in order for the vomiting and the diarrhea to stop, all because somebody said something negative about her dream of owning her own micro bakery. And it's just such a shame. I just think we should all think a lot more carefully about what do we say to people? How do we talk to people? When they say, you know, I've always wanted to be a sculptor. I've always wanted to be a painter. I've always wanted to be a dancer. Why do we care what they want? It's not hurting us, but it is helping them. When they get to do what they want to do and be who were born to be, and they get to live a purpose-driven life that helps other people, them getting to do that is not hurting us. But you could be hurting somebody with your negative comments about what they want to do. It's none of your business, right? It's none of our business. Let people live. Let people be happy. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have an opinion about the fact that I'm in Mexico right now. Don't care. This is my life. This is what I've chosen to do. I'm not hurting anybody. So why would I not be here because it bothers somebody else? That doesn't even make sense. Even if I think biblically, we're supposed to be happy. We were created by a happy God. He wants us to be happy. So do the things that make you happy, right? As long as you're not making our Creator unhappy, then what are you doing wrong? Nothing. Okay, that's my message for today. People pleasing is killing you. So stop worrying about what everybody thinks about your dreams and goals and go for it. If you're not hurting anybody, and if you can potentially be helping people, go for it. Let the people pleasing go. It's killing you and your dreams. And don't forget, breathe in, breathe out, get calm, woosah, because the body cannot heal in an agitated space. Just take one more look at these beautiful mountains where I've decided to come up and woosah, and then overlooking on the other side that lake. I hope you guys all have a great day. Talk to you soon.